Tell me, do you know about Ulusil, the land of ancient sorcery? No? Well, why don't you lay down for a moment and let me engulf you in a fairy tale that you'll never forget. The townsfolk of Ulusil were experts in illusionary sorcery. They had a knack to cast and mimic nature itself, and even manipulate the light, creating a miniature sun that was warm and peaceful. Even the sun was amazed by Urusil. You could say that the sun was proud to lay eyes on his magnificent child. The town brimmed with a fine aura of light and kindness, and all was at peace, but not for long. But, like in any fairy tale, there is always a creature that seeks to do harm to others, and the monster that devoured the town had a name. It was called Manus, father of the abyss. Manus took its toll on the poor town of Ulusil. The inhabitants became minions of the abyss. Not even their sorcery could repel this darkness. Alas, not all were ready to see the land swallowed alive by this dark menace. The Lord himself sent 4 knights to stop the abyss in its footsteps. But this task was not a simple one. The 4 knights will soon find out the power of Manus himself, unleashed on this peaceful land. But with honor bound, at least one of them would sacrifice his own life in order to stop the spread of the abyss. The light from Ulusil is fading away, but there is always hope. The success depends only on them, and them alone. Captain Ornstein was sent to the borders, so he could keep the minions of the abyss at bay, so further spread of the darkness would be stopped. Hokai Gov was also known as the leader of the archers, but he was unique for his ways. He trusted too much, and soon enough he was blinded by his own judgment. He soon became trapped in his own little tower, always pondering, what have I done wrong to deserve such a fate? Yes, what have you done wrong? Artorias deserved the name of the legendary Abyss Walker. His heart was pure, and he had an unbendable will. He soon ventured into the chasms to slay the mighty Manus. But his pure heart was also his weakness. The abyss began to corrode poor Artorias. He soon became a vessel to the darkness. But he left a trace of his death, and not all was lost. Soon someone will find his body and avenge his soul. Blade Kieran was a deadly figure, and in the employ of the Lord. She soon became Lord Protector, moving swiftly in the shadows and vanquishing enemy by enemy who would dare oppose the Lord. She also became a knight, for honor of course. Oh, remember what I said about Artorias' remains? Well, Blade Kieran might have arrived too late to Ulusil, but she found him. After mourning the loss of her dear knight, she took it upon herself to venture the chasms of the abyss and slay Manus. Believe it or not, Kieran found her way and faced Manus. Now imagine it. It was dripping with the same vile darkness that ate the town of Ulusil. His eyes were red and flickering with madness. Manus fought like a savage beast with no control, but Kieran was aware of what would transpire if she would fail. Dancing between the lines of death and evading bit by bit, and Manus used sorcery that none would even dare acknowledge. But in the end, Manus used all his power and soon fell under Kiran's blades. Now, you would ask me, why did Kiran succeed where Artorias failed? I have a hunch that Blade Kiran was not as pure as Artorias. Maybe the darkness welcomed her with open hands. Even so, the land was at peace, and the spread of the abyss was stopped. And now the sun could shine warmly, as it does today. A good ending, is it not? You don't trust me? But this is how it ends. Well, you know me. What do I know? Yes, what do I know?